Boots hit the dirt as the storm begins to rise. A wolf's cry slicing through the blackened sky. I've ridden through dust where the dam once stood, where shadows carve their stories into rotten wood. Carries memories I tried to burn, but every mile reminds me how fast they return. Tracks in the mud lead to a darker fate, to a place where the night decides who it will take. By my side, thunder shakes the canyon walls in rage, as fate twists my soul like a rusted cage. If destiny wants a fight, let the battle unfold. I'll run with the wolf till my story is told. Hear the howl of a broken road calling me back, through deserts of sorrow and mountains pitch black. No saint can save me, no outlaw can hide. The wolf of the wasteland walks by my side. I was raised where the midnight edge cuts the sky, where wolves roam free and the brave learn to die. My heartbeat matched the rhythm of their stride, a bond forged in storms no fear could divide. Ashes of old towns still paint my memory red. Fires of revenge burning where the innocent bled. But the wolf-born spirit inside my chest leads me down the path where destiny's dressed. I am wolf-born, carved from the void of the night, a soldier of shadows who refuses the light. light. With every howl I rise, stronger than before, a creature of fury, forever craving more. Past thunder cliff and rivers of bone, through cursed lands where no man should roam, I march with the pack that raised my name, bound by blood, unbroken by flame. Night falls on the ridge where the broken winds roam. I ride alone under shadows where the old wolves call home. Boots sinking in the soil, filled with blood of forgotten men. I feel the pull of the storm coming closer again. Chest, I've walked too far from mercy, I've abandoned all rest. Tracks in the mud show a predator running wild, a darkness in its stride, ancient and exiled. I'm the wolf in the black, rising tall, a ghost in the timber where the night birds fall. No chains can bind me, no preacher can save. I was born for the shadows, I'll ride to my grave. Silver over stones of bones, storm clouds growling like a kingdom overthrown. If you hear my roar, don't turn around. The wolf in the mountain never backs down. I'm the wolf in the black, tall, a ghost in the timber where the night birds fall. No chains can bind me, no preacher can save. I was born for the shadows, I'll ride to my grave. Cold steel rests on the scars of my past, reminders of the nights that cut too fast. The Iron Fang Trail stretches long and mean, a place where horrors lurk unseen. Footsteps echo on bones beneath the dust, stories of the wicked buried in mistrust. I hear claws dragging across the ground as the ancient beasts begin to circle around. On the Iron Fang Trail against wolves of the night and ghosts of the land. If darkness wants blood, then darkness will bleed. For I've walked the edge where nightmares feed. Sets fire to the valley below, painting the rocks with a crimson glow. I raise my voice so the beasts know my name. I am their equal, forged in flame. On the Iron Fang Trail, I make my stand against wolves of the night and ghosts of the land. If darkness wants blood, then darkness will bleed. For I've walked the edge where nightmares I stood at the gates where the brave men fell, where the wind still tells stories too dark to tell. A wolf watched me from the crest of a stone, eyes like fire, ancient and grown. We walked together through the cold, hollow night, an unspoken pact forged without fright. The wolf knew my scars, the battles I'd faced, how every victory came bitterly laced. He's the wolf who guards my soul from the storm, a fierce protector in both shadow and form. Wherever I wander, the fires below. The night pack runs with thunder beneath their feet, a wild formation no mortal could ever beat. Their yellow eyes blaze like lanterns in the mist, hungry for battles too brutal to resist. I march through the dead lands with a steady hand, my fate stitched tightly to this haunted land. The pack watches me from the twisted wood, judging if I'm prey or if I'm carved in iron for good. A night pack reckoning rises like a storm of rage, turning every heartbeat into a battlefield stage. If the wolf demands strength, then strength they'll see. For I've walked through death and still roam free. No mortal can deny. I stood at the gates where the brave men fell, where the wind still tells stories too dark to tell. A wolf watched me from the crest of a stone, eyes like fire, ancient and grown. We walked together through the cold, hollow night, an unspoken pact forged without fright. The wolf knew my scars, the battles I'd faced, how every victory came bitterly laced. He's a wolf who guards my soul from the storm, a fierce protector